Here's a quick one. John the Van Guy, and another lovely day. Doing the oil changes before the MOT. I thought keep it all together. I just thought there's this little technique that I've developed for getting rid of disposing of the oil. I have to get it back into the bottles. It's always a messy business. So this is the Porsche, my Porsche 986, 2004, 3.2, the S, naturally aspirated, nice car. And right now, I found the best way to approach this is to actually, it's very easy to get at the Porsche bits and pieces. It's probably one of the easiest cars to do once you get it up in the air. And what I've done is get a couple of ramps. You see, there's a couple of ramps, and if you go underneath, now can I go underneath to show you? Oh, did it while I had it on the ramps, but never mind. I only thought of doing this just now. And there we are. Can you see? Actually, there's the oil filter, and you see there we go. See that the flat box? That's with in the middle of it. You've got the drain plug. It's a simple hexagonal socket. Don't ask me what size, but you'll find it in your toolbox probably. Very easy to drain off, and it's a paper filter. This I usually take these off with a chain, which I found works best. Right, so an idea what it looks like at least, and the chain I use. Simple system, and you can use your ratchet spanner, and easy to get those difficult ones off. Now, what I'm doing this for was I'm quite pleased with the way it's turning out as regards getting rid of all this oil, at least putting it into bottles. What you do with it, and it's up to you. I tend to put it in the bin, but maybe that's not right, but at least all the bottles are sealed. Right, so what I found is get a couple of bricks. In excess, they only had these 2 litre bottles, which I usually go for the 5 litres, obviously, if you can, it's cheaper. But also, all they had was the 2 litre. Put the brick on either side, so it's not going to wobble over. Always use a tray. I've got this big container for actually collecting oil in the first place. So when you've got the Porsche up on those 2 ramps, it's quite easy to get this underneath and then fill it. But what do you do then? How do you get rid of it? That's the thing. This is what I'm doing now. So I've got loads of empty 2 litre cans. Okay, so pour it into the bottle. Okay, well, the trouble is, if you just use one funnel, what you're going to have is air locks, and it'll blow back at you. So if you use a double funnel, which sits just there, so there's an air gap between the two, and then all you need to do is pour this in, and you won't get those air bubbles coming up and causing you problems. And you can watch up there, and these bottles, in fact, is quite handy because you can actually see the oil going up the tracer here, and so you know when you roll this full, and you just put the top on. So, of course, in the Porsche, the engine's in the back, oil goes in there, so you have it's 530 oil, and the amount of oil, 530, and the amount of oil is about 7 3/4 litres, believe it or not. So yeah, so that's quite a few. Obviously that's your dipstick, and that's your coolant. Your coolant reservoir, by the way, it's always difficult to see what's in there, but I used a technique the other day which somebody showed me, which I saw on YouTube. Just shine a torch down there, and you can actually see quite clearly the level. Now, where did I put that torch? And I'll show you. It's such a fun thing to do. I will show you. So I'll take that off and see if this works. And you can see the pink in there once you use the torch. I see, it sees better when it's darker. So little trick. So there's quite a few little tricks there. So I hope that's useful for someone. Oh, come on, spring. This is lovely. MOT this afternoon, both cars. So fingers crossed. Bye now.